Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Jen, and welcome once again to Dave and Jen Ignite. We're so glad that you've joined us today, and we'll be truthful here, a little confession time. This video was delayed significantly because we had a really big fight, and we're not proud of that, but we just want to let you know it is reality.
Yeah.
And so we had to kind of get ourselves together and and just say, okay, we're determined to work through this, put on our big boy, big girl pants, and just move on and keep working. So anyway, that's life. That's life. It's also commitment, and
It is.
We are
It is.
committed
To each other.
to the Lord first, and then to each other.
Yeah.
So anyway, not that you needed to know that, but we really felt like we wanted to share that because that is part of life. So, but we are really excited today and are thrilled to get to share with you some of our Christmas traditions through our Christmas tree decorating and our ornaments particularly. We have ornaments from way back, and oftentimes we have found that what a Christmas tree looks like sometimes can reflect the life of the family that is decorating it. And I know it is certainly true in our case.
Yes.
We have a lot of wonderful ornaments that we're just going to share with you some of the context, not so much that you have to have these, but because why they're special to us and how you can make memories, even in decorating your Christmas tree together. Our kids used to help us. Now it's you and me.
You and me.
But the memories are still there and they're very precious.
They are. So we'll just start going through a few ornaments, and here's one to start with that is one of my favorites. And this is the Cantina Band. Okay. I saw the original Star Wars. We saw the original Star Wars way back when it first came out.
We were 5. Not really. Not really.
We were old enough to be out on a date.
Yes, we were.
So I really enjoyed Star Wars from the very beginning, and went to see it multiple times.
We'll talk about that in another video.
Perhaps not with Jennifer each time.
Hey now.
But anyway, so this is meaningful to me because I like Star Wars. And so I'm just every year for years and years and years and years, I've received a Star Wars ornament. So there you go.
And the grandkids love this. And we have a lot of, particularly Star Wars ornaments that talk or have script from the movie or the song, and they find them all. They push the buttons, and we replace batteries often. But it's great. They enjoy it too. They really do.
And we didn't start with the ones that make noises, partly because I don't think they were available when we first started this, but also because they're more expensive. So we, we don't always get these, but lately we've been able to do that, and it's been a lot of fun.
It has
and the grandkids do love it.
Oh yes, yes. Well, I love Lucy. Literally, I love Lucy. Lucille Ball is one of my favorites. Carol Burnett, several people. They're all redheads. I don't know about that. Anyway, but there's always also available I Love Lucy ornaments. So we have several of those that usually Dave purchases them for me each year, and they're great. They're really fun to put on there, and they take us back to some of the episodes that are hilarious. So
I'm going to pull out another Star Wars ornament, Chewie, just because
that wasn't a good Chewie. Sorry. Go on.
Just because. That really has been something I've just enjoyed over the years, and so I get a lot of those kinds of ornaments. And so we saying that means it's okay to get somebody an ornament next year that perhaps was similar to what they had the year before, just obviously a different character or whatever, but it's okay. They can begin to have a kind of collection.
And we can tell the entire Star Wars saga just from our Christmas tree. It's awesome.
Pretty much.
Awesome. We also really enjoy sports. And my favorite football team is the Indianapolis Colts, and favorite, of course, college team, go Hoosiers. But I also love Peyton Manning. I've had a lot of respect for him over the years. So thankfully, I got a Peyton Manning ornament one year. It's been a while because it's been a while.
For me, I grew up in Bloomington, Indiana, and there were no Indianapolis Colts back then.
No.
It was either the Chicago Bears, and actually the Bears were the only ones around initially, and so that's my team. I'm still a Chicago Bears fan. The Bears.
Ooh, they won last night.
Yes, played well. Dick Butkus. Can you see that ornament there? Dick Butkus. One of my favorite all-time players. He and Sweetness, Peyton, Walter Payton, two of my very favorites, Singletary, lots of those guys. Anyway, I wore the number 51 when I played football in high school because of Dick Butkus. So my family was nice and got me a Dick Butkus ornament.
sometimes the ornaments we get reflect some things that have happened to us during that particular year. I do a lot of performing. I'm very, very thankful and love to do that when I have time. And I have done several performances of the funny, hilarious musical called Nonsense. And one year when I was in it, one of our crew people, who is a beautiful artist, made these ornaments, and there's a little nun on there, and with tap shoes on. It's really fun. So every time we get this out, we go, oh, I remember that, and we do. We have a lot of fun just reminiscing about things too.
Well, as you know, at least if you've watched a few of our videos, I'm a pastor. Jennifer is extremely involved in the ministry there, heads up our worship, etc. And each year we've tried to get something as a gift for the families in the church. Now, not every pastor does that, and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a requirement by any stretch. But I also enjoy woodworking, and we enjoy just doing that. So together, we put together these ornaments for the church. And this one simply says joy, but it's just a piece of wood cut, limb has been cut, and you can write on it, and you can sand it and make it look nice. So very inexpensive, but very meaningful. And so we know through the years, we can pretty much tell, oh yeah, that was the year that this was going on, or that was going on. And on the back we do mark the year as well as the church name on there, or the initials of the church name. Just so when we pull it out, we can say, oh, yeah, good times. Good times.
And I want to say that when we gave these out, and I did all of the writing and the artwork on there, and some of the people in the church said, oh, did your grandkids make those? Okay, so I'm not the artist, but anyway, we said, well, no, but anyway, they appreciated them.
Yes, very nice.
They've been very, very gracious. Something else that when we pull out every year, this is a very faded ornament that I made out of Band-Aids. And this ornament reflects a really fun youth musical that we did years ago. Our kids were young. I think our son was in the musical, and our daughter was probably one of the extras. And it was called Code Red and ER Christmas. So I put together these Band-Aid crosses for each of the kids, the youth and the kids in the musical. And so we pull this out every year, and we just think back to that performance and how awesome it was, and getting the kids involved. So they just evoke so many wonderful memories, and this is another one.
This is another one of our church ornaments that we put together, and we do this together.
Yeah, we do.
And obviously Jennifer is the more creative type here. Okay, I'll get the glue out and I'll glue the letters on, sweetheart.
He's a good gluer.
But this, again, just to show, especially since you're making, at least for us, we're making a number of ornaments for our congregation, and it's beautiful. It's a good reminder of the reason for the season, and the in a sense, the result of the reason for the season, joy. And so nice to put together and do it fairly simply, but also be very meaningful. So when we put it on the tree, again, it evokes memories, reminders of our church, reminders of our Lord, reminder of our time together.
Absolutely.
Usually good times working together to put these together. So
absolutely. Something else, and I'm sure many of you do this as well, we often will pick up souvenir ornaments from if we're traveling on our vacations, and that's really nice because we pull them out and said, oh, remember when we were for this instance, this is an aspen leaf that has been plated with some gold fill that we got when our last trip out to Colorado, and we took a big family trip out there. It was wonderful, and this is a great reminder of that. So putting them on the tree is just, again, a reminder of some great times, whether it's church or family or just Dave and I.
And it's no longer just Dave and I, or just Jennifer and I. We have 2 children, we have 4 grandchildren, and you can find at various places, at the kiosk, at the mall, or whenever if you're on vacation, we tend to look for ornaments while we're on vacation.
We do.
Just get something from that site that will remind us of this trip that we're taking. Here's one that simply has lots of snowmen, and when your family begins to get larger, it becomes a little more difficult to find the ornaments that have enough places for the names. So this was one that we found and had space on there for all the little snowmen and women, and grandma and grandpa there in the middle, and year 2016. So again, good memories. The ornaments can just flood your heart with joy as you just think back on them and look to the future as well. But thank God for these.
Absolutely. And family is so important at any time of year, all year long. I mean, family is basically everything here on this earth. And so we have had even some ornaments from our own growing up years. We put most of the ornaments out every year. We don't have the most lovely tree because it's not all uniform. We don't have gold bows on everything. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but we've just chosen to just use what we have because they are special to us. And this was something that my grandma had made. It's a knitted candy cane. She has gone to be with the Lord. Goodness, she would be about 110 right now. And then these little snow people, the year that Dave and I got married, my mom and dad got us these two little snow people. And every year we get them out. This was one of the last Christmases that we got to be together before my mom went to be with the Lord. And these, we pull these out and we go, oh yes, there they are, there they are. And again, they bring back such incredible memories, and we're so blessed with so much family. And likewise, when our children were young, we have their baby's first Christmas ornament, the baby shoes for our daughter, and our son's was this little precious moments one. And we pull those out, and again, we're so blessed because we have such great family memories. Even we keep putting these ornaments on the tree that our kids made for us when they were young. He was so good. I think we need a little tail repair here. And then our daughter made this as well, but we put them on the tree because they're important to us, and they represent so much. And we have some Christmas ornaments that our grandkids have made us, and they'll be going on the tree as well. We feel so blessed. And again, we enjoy every minute of this because it tells a story. It tells our story.
Yeah. So for those of you who might be teachers or Sunday school teachers or whatever, having those children make those ornaments for their mom and dad or grandma and grandpa or whomever, they're significant people in their lives, is important.
It is.
What you're doing is important. Just to help them have a marker in their lives, and their parents can bring that out when they're well grown and say, just what a great memory. What a great memory this is to have this little, piece of paper or whatever it may be that my child made.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is a delight. Well, we have some questions for you. First of all, what about your tree? Do you have a real tree or an artificial tree? What's your preference there? Put that in the comments below. And then also, would you just tell us, do you have a special Christmas ornament? One that creates some special memories for you? What's on your tree? Just share some things in the comments there. We'd love to hear about it.
Absolutely. We would. This time of year, memories tend to flood anyway, and sometimes it's bittersweet if we're missing someone who's no longer with us, but most of the time it's a season of hope. The entire season is of hope because of Jesus who came. And so being able to share these videos with you is a treasure for us, and we love hearing from you. And if you need prayer too, put that in the comment. Say, this is going to be a tough Christmas. Can you pray for us? And we absolutely would be delighted to do that.
Yeah. Well, if this video is helpful or brings you some laughter or joy or whatever, please click the like button and also subscribe, and even do that clicking on the bell and get those notifications when a new video comes out. We appreciate you. And we do pray that God will bless you this beautiful Christmas season. May He bring you hope and joy. Well, I'm Dave.
And I'm Jen. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.